Okay everyone, so now we are learning the do while loop. Do while loop is the part of looping. That means if you want to repeat some specific statement, then we apply the looping. Let us suppose that we are having a program. In this program we have written, let us say, 3 lines. If we want that one line should be executed multiple times. Now this is the part of looping. That means we want that some specific statement should be repeated multiple times. And in the looping in .NET we are having while, do while, for and do until. So here we are learning the do while. Now to understand the do while, I am taking one example here. Let us suppose we are having the number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now this is a sequence of few numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is what we want to print. If you talk about any of the looping, then there are three things. The first thing is initialization. Means very first number from where our loop start. This is called the initialization. So we take out certain variable and the first value will be the initialization. Let's say here in the syntax of do while loop, we are taking a variable I, and in the I we are storing 1. So that means this 1 we are storing very first value. This is the initialization. Now the second thing is condition. The last value on which the range is going, that gives the condition. Here we know that it is starting from 1 and going till 4. We know that 1 is less than 4. That means less than, and here the 4 is also there. So equal to. So less than equal to 4. So that is the condition we have to apply. So on the last number we apply the condition. Now here in the do while, in the part of condition, we will be writing this, that I will be less than equal to 4. So here we have applied the condition. Now the third thing is increment or decrement. We has to compare the two numbers. So first and second we are comparing. We know that from 1 to 2 we have to reach by 1. So 2 minus 1 will be equal to 1. That means 1 in positive. So 1 in positive is the difference. So here we can see that this is the increment, and increment by 1. So here we have taken the increment. So now in the do while we will write I is equal to I plus 1. So that is the increment we have provided. And at the part of statement we will write some print function of print statement where we are going to print the I variable. So this is how the do while loop work. So first of all we have declared a variable and initialize with 1. So I equal to 1. Then we write do while. Afterward I less than equal to 4. Then print the I, increment the I with 1, and this is the ending of do while. Now this is how the do while work. Now if we see the real life implication, then we are saying that how it work. So first of all the program will come here, a variable I will be initialized and it will be 1. Then afterward it will be going down. On the do while it will go and checking the condition I less than equal to 4. That means this 1 less than equal to 4. You can see that in the do while we are checking the condition first. So that means it is not like the C programming that it will work at least one. No. Do while in the .NET is exactly same as the while loop. There is no difference. But yeah, because do while loop was earlier there, that's why they have given you one more name, do while. Otherwise while loop and do while loop of .NET are exactly same. There is no entry control or exit control loop, just like the C programming. In the C programming we know that the while loop first check the condition and do while loop check the condition later on. So with the implication, while loop of C programming do not execute if condition is false, and if you talk about the do while of C programming, then it execute at least one. But there is no as such thing available into the .NET. So do while and while are both same because previously we checked the condition. So after checking the condition, it will come down and print it. So printing it, that means we are printing the number. So 1 is printed. Afterward, the I is incremented. So here I is equal to I plus 1, that is 2. Now it will go back. Afterward, here you can see that it is again checking the condition. So 2 less than equal to 4, perfectly fine. Again going down and printing it. So 2 is printed. Again going and incrementing the I. And here I is incremented to 3. Again going back and checking the condition. So 3 less than equal to 4, condition is perfect. It will again go down and again print it. So 3 is printed. Again it will be going down, increment the I. So the value of I is now 4. Again going back and checking the condition. 4 less than equal to 4, perfectly fine. So again coming down and afterward print the I. So 4 is printed. Again incrementing. So I is equal to I plus 1. Now the value of I is 5. Again going back and checking the condition. Here we can see that the 5, the condition is false because that is not less than equal to 4. Condition is false. So it will be directly coming out after checking the condition. So here this is how we have printed 1, 2, 3, 4 sequence. Now how the do while work in the real life programming. Now we are taking the example of a .NET program and we are understanding how the do while work. So this is the program of do while loop. Here we have created a form which is form 1, and in the form 1 we have taken a label and changed the name which is do while. So this is the label 1, and we have dragged and dropped one button, that is button 1, and changed the text of that which is click. Now we want that the coding should be there on the click button, so we double click on this button and afterward this coding is taken. Now here we can see that class form1. Now this form1 class is created public because it can be accessed outside. Then end class. So class is ending with the end class. Then afterward we are having the coding of button. This is basically the function. So sub means void, button1 underscore click is the name of function. Then private, because button is private to the form, that's why this is private function. Sub is ending with the end sub, and here we are passing the two arguments. Now afterward what this function is doing, it is handling the button1 dot click event. So here we have taken a single code that is for the comment. So do while is the comment. Now compiler will not read this. So dim I as integer. So we have declared one variable I of integer type which is equal to 1. So the value of I is 1. Now here we are having the do while loop. So first of all we are coming here on the do while I less than 5. So we can see that 1 less than 5 condition is true. It will be going inside. Then message box I, and the value of I is 1. So you can see that one message box is there with the value 1. Then I is incremented, I equal to I plus 1. So the value of I is 2. So now here it is going and checking the condition. Now I less than 5. So 2 less than 5 is true. Again it is coming down inside and message box I. So here one more message box and 2 is displayed. Now I is equal to I plus 1, so the new value of I is 3. Again it is going back and checking the condition. 3 less than 5 is true. Again it is going to print the message box I, which is 3. So one message box 3 is printed. I is again incremented. The value of I is now 4. So here this I is 4. Again going back and checking the condition. So 4 less than 5. True. Again coming down, message box I. So again message box 4 is printed. Afterward I is incremented. So the new value of I is 5. Now 5 less than 5. So condition is false. So here condition is false, and now it will be not going inside. It will be directly coming out afterward. So after the loop will come out, and here we are having done with the do while looping. And we should understand that in the .NET Do while and the while both are the same. So that is all about the do while loop.